Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. I'm glad that you appeared. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're well. I'm glad that you're alive. I'm glad that you're seeing this. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Otis Jones, man. You already know you could be anywhere around the world, but you're here with your boy. Perfect. You already know what it is, fam. Yeah, boy. Today we got Cuba Silver, an easy fragrance. We're on 3 for 3 right now. I'm not gonna hold you. We on a 3 for 3 run when it comes to the Cubas, fam. We already did the Cuba Gold, the original, how I started with the musky type vibe, super fire right here. And we already did with this citrus, orange type vibe right here, orange sickle if you must. You know what I'm saying? Whoo, this is a vibe. Now, to me, man, this is a super slept on one right here, is that Cuba Silver, super slept on. This is like a summer fragrance with some oomph to it. This is a summer fragrance with some longevity to it. This actually lasts me 6 hours. I was very surprised. But yes, I did 30 sprays. If you can see through this bottle, you will see that it's like right around here. I did do 30 sprays. When it comes to these fragrances, I will do 30 sprays. If you're wondering, Otis, why are you doing 30 sprays? That sounds crazy to me. Well, I live in Texas. The humidity is super high, fam. So it's one of those states to where it's really trying you. You know what I mean? You got to try harder to stay fresh and clean, and you got to take almost 2 showers a day type vibe. You know what I'm saying? But Texas is one of them ones. I love Texas for that too. It keeps you on your toes. Sometimes you're wearing a hoodie. Sometimes you're wearing a hoodie, shorts, and flip-flops. Sometimes you're wearing a hoodie, shorts, and boots. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But that's Texas for you, baby. If you know, you know. Other than that, man, 100% 30 sprays on these rack store freshies right here. The atomizer's pretty dope. I used to get all of these in the smaller bottles. Now that I'm older, I got them all in the bigger bottles. You know what I mean? Used to have them all in the small bottles. So the atomizer on these are better than the atomizer on the smaller bottles. Easy, fam. That smell is crazy. It's a little green, a little floral, a little fresh. It has like exotic type smells in it too. I think it's a lychee smell in here, fam. A different type of fruit in this fragrance, which is fire. This carries a little bit of the DNA of La Nuit de l'Homme, just a little bit. That piercing floral freshy note that's in La Nuit de l'Homme is kind of in this bad boy, but it's in like an alternate universe type vibe. But it's fire. This bad boy is a certified 10 out of 10 underrated one to me. This one is the most underrated one out of these two, I'm not gonna lie. Because I already knew about these two. I already knew these was gonna pop. I already heard about these. I already knew about them, you know what I'm saying? This one though was under the radar. I hadn't heard nothing about this bad boy. I didn't even know that I could rock this in the summer. I didn't even know I could rock this in the high heat. I didn't know how it was gonna come across, and it came across quite well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's get into the notes though, man. So if you live in a place where it's super humid, like Florida, Louisiana, places like that, fam, if it's humid where you are, and you don't never smell your perfumes if you're a lady, or your colognes or your perfumes if you're a guy, you don't ever smell them, spray more, fam. It's just so humid to where your smells evaporate faster than living somewhere else, you know what I mean? You gotta put that extra care in, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take an extra shower. Sometimes you gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you do what you gotta do, fam. That's all I'm saying. So with this fragrance, we got lemon, orange blossom. I love orange blossom, man. I feel like orange blossom is a slept on scent, especially when it comes to male fragrances. Orange blossom, cardamom, coriander, geranium. That flower geranium is fire in here with that lavender is an ultimate banger, you know what I'm saying? A little nutmeg to carry it over, a little rosemary to carry it over in the summertime. And then, not only that, you got lychee on the base note, player. That makes this already crazy. You got lychee on the base note with teak wood. I've never heard of teak wood. That sounds interesting to me. With some tonka bean and vetiver. Teak wood is the first time I ever heard of teak wood. What type of wood is teak wood, huh? Teak wood, pull up. No, I'm just playing. Fire, fam. Fire, though, out of this fragrance. Forget about the notes, fam. The smell of this one, though, it's like a blue, purple type fragrance. It's like a light blue, but a little bit of purple to this somehow. Very fire. 10 out of 10. So far, this is my favorite one out of the whole lineup. Then I like this one so far, and then the OG. But it's this one's first, then this one, then the OG, man. All these three so far though are a 10 out of 10. All these three, you get more than what you pay for out of all of these three. You paying like $8, 8 to 12 bucks for something like this, which is cray cray. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just kidding, fam. We don't condone smoking over here, fam. This is perfume. Don't worry about it though. But fire, fam, fire. I wish I could show you a bubble test, because the bubble tests on these are not that bad either. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fire, 10 out of 10 on the Cuba Silver. I'm glad I got this bad boy. If you see Cuba Silver out there and you wanna stretch your dollar, cop that bad boy. I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, if you don't know, now you know. You can cop all three of these bad boys if you got the funds for them bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Easy, fam. Easy. Cuba is solid. Cuba is ahead of their time with the prices, and ahead of their time with the quality of the juice that's in here that you're only getting for $8. You know what I'm saying? The quality of juices surpasses that. And you get at least 5 hours on this bad boy, at least. You know what I mean? I got 6 hours on this bad boy. I didn't respray until I hit the stove after. You know what I'm saying? Had to make a quick run, but I resprayed. Fire, fam. This is very well good. This does very well in high heat. Now the Cuba Original actually wore this bad boy in high heat too. This does good in high heat too, but this performs well in other seasons too. You know what I mean? But these bad boys right here, rock these in the high heat, and you will thank me later. You know what I'm saying? The longevity is above. Now, if you use fragrances for what they're meant for at the right time, you'll get a higher peak of longevity. If you use fragrances when they're not supposed to be used, like in the colder situation with fragrances like these, you'll get some decent longevity, but not as much as in the high heat. The high heat brings certain fragrances to the forefront and makes them project longer. And then the cold sometimes tucks fragrances in depending on what type of fragrance it is. You know what I'm saying? Cuba Silver, I stamp on this, fam. I stand on this as a cheap, solid fragrance, fam. 10 out of 10 on this bad boy, man. See y'all later. We about to drop a reaction video if you into that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get one for the road. I ain't gonna lie to you though. The longevity is crazy. I did wear this before I went to bed, and I did wake up smelling it. So that tells you already, man. You know what I'm saying? I wore it to bed, woke up smelling it. You know what I'm saying? Fire, fire. Hopefully you're feeling good. Hopefully you're blessed out there. Hopefully you're having a good day. If not, change it around. You know what I'm saying? Do something different. Go outside, get some sun. Change it up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you feel good before you smelling good out here. And hopefully taking a shower out here. You know what I'm saying? Eat something good for your boy, man. I'm about to drop this reaction video. Go get you a snack or something and pull right up, man. We finna drop these bangers. You already know what it is. It's your boy, Jones.